You are walking down a crowded street when you feel a familiar buzz in your pocket. You pull out your phone. Nothing. No missed calls. No texts. No notifications. You could have sworn it vibrated. Are you losing your mind? Welcome to a strange psychological phenomenon that affects almost everyone. It is called phantom vibration syndrome, and you are definitely not alone. Studies show that a massive 90% of all smartphone users experience this. But why is your brain lying to you? To understand this mass hallucination, we need to travel back in time. For hundreds of thousands of years, your ancestors survived by detecting tiny changes in their environment. A rustling bush could be the wind, or it could be a hungry predator. This survival mechanism is ruled by something psychologists call signal detection theory. Your brain is constantly filtering out background noise while scanning for important alerts. It has to make a split-second choice when it feels a faint sensation. There are 4 possible outcomes every time your brain guesses. First is a hit where a threat exists and you react. Second is a correct rejection where nothing is there and you stay calm. Third is a miss where you ignore a real threat and get eaten by a tiger. Obviously, evolution hates a miss, so your brain prefers the 4th option, which is a false alarm. You jump at a harmless shadow, but you live to see another day. Fast forward to the modern world. We traded the dangerous jungle for a digital landscape. Now the ultimate threat to your social survival is missing an important message. Your phone has become an extension of your body. It rests against your thigh so often that your somatosensory cortex has rewired itself to expect it. But what exactly is a vibration? Inside your smartphone sits a tiny, eccentric, rotating mass motor. When a current passes through it, an off-center weight spins rapidly. This throws the entire device off balance, creating the rapid shaking sensation. These motors typically vibrate at a frequency of roughly 150 to 200 Hz. Coincidentally, this is the exact frequency range that your skin's Pacinian corpuscles are most sensitive to. These microscopic nerve endings deep in your skin are specialized receptors for vibration and pressure. We engineered our phones to perfectly target the most sensitive tactile sensors on the human body. You already know about visual pareidolia, which is when you see faces in the clouds or a smile on a piece of toast. Phantom vibrations are just tactile pareidolia. Your brain is finding a pattern in completely random physical sensations. The friction of your clothing, a muscle twitch in your leg, or even the rumble of a passing truck all get misinterpreted by your nervous system. Your hypervigilant brain feels the friction and loudly declares an incoming text. But why is the brain so eager to trick you into checking your screen? The answer lies in your dopamine pathways. Every notification brings a tiny hit of social validation. A like on a photo, a message from a friend, or an important email from work. Your brain craves these unpredictable rewards. It operates on a variable ratio schedule, which is the exact same psychological mechanism that makes slot machines so addictive. You never know when the reward is coming, so you are always anticipating it. This anticipation kicks into overdrive when you are stressed or anxious. Have you ever noticed that phantom buzzes happen more often during busy workdays? When your baseline anxiety is high, your brain lowers its threshold for alerts. It becomes terrified of missing a hit, so it generates more false alarms. A famous psychological study conducted in 2012 surveyed hundreds of university students. The researchers discovered something alarming. Not only did the vast majority feel phantom buzzes, but the frequency was tied directly to emotional dependence. Students who agreed with statements like "I feel anxious when my phone is not near me" experienced false alarms much more often. It highlighted a modern form of separation anxiety. Your brain treats the phone not as a tool, but as a vital appendage. Losing contact with it triggers the same distress as losing a limb. Interestingly, this is not a new phenomenon. Before smartphones took over the world, doctors and emergency workers in the 90s experienced the exact same thing. It was called phantom pager syndrome. Their plastic pagers were physically clipped to their belts. They would constantly reach for their hips, convinced they were being paged for an emergency. The technology changed, but our biology remained identical. We simply swapped the belt clip for the front pocket of our jeans. This rapid adaptation is a perfect example of neuroplasticity. Your brain is constantly rewiring its physical structure based on your daily habits. If you spend hours every day swiping and tapping on glass, your cortical maps physically change. The area of your brain dedicated to your thumbs actually expands in size, and the area monitoring your thigh becomes hypersensitive to the slightest pressure. Some people even experience auditory hallucinations. They hear their specific ringtone playing softly from across the room while taking a shower or running the vacuum. The white noise of running water provides the perfect blank canvas for your brain to paint a fake ringtone. This entire phenomenon is amplified by FOMO. The fear of missing out is a powerful social driver. Tech companies intentionally design their apps to exploit this exact vulnerability. They use bright red notification badges and endless scrolling feeds to keep you constantly checking in. They want your brain to be in a state of perpetual anticipation, because an anxious brain is a profitable brain. Every time you unlock your screen to check a phantom buzz, you are likely to open an app and consume an advertisement. The false alarm becomes a backdoor for capturing your attention. So how do you stop your brain from constantly lying to you? The simplest fix is a physical pattern interrupt. Move your phone to a different pocket. Your somatosensory cortex has mapped the expectation to one very specific patch of skin. By switching pockets, or putting it in a bag, you force your brain to reset its expectations. Another effective strategy is a digital detox. Turn off vibration for non-essential apps. If your phone only buzzes for actual phone calls, the variable reward cycle is broken. Your brain stops treating every muscle twitch like a potential lottery ticket of social approval. Finally, you can try wearing a smartwatch. Moving the alert from your thigh to your wrist changes the sensory channel entirely. Though be warned, you might just develop phantom wrist taps instead. In the end, phantom vibration syndrome is not a sign that you are going crazy. It is actually a sign that your brain is working perfectly. It is adapting to its environment and trying to keep you connected to your tribe, even if that tribe is just a group chat arguing over where to eat dinner.